Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm back with another video. Today we're gonna be reacting to I investigated a country where it's illegal to be fat, and he's talking about South Korea. If y'all don't know, bro, South Korea is known for like their insane like beauty standards. Like one of the main things that obviously being skinny and also being like very pale is like
There'll be
their beauty
poor.
I'm
standards.
sure you know, like it's like the plastic surgery capital.
Do you think an overweight
But let's
foreigner
check it
coming
out.
to visit Korea would have a negative experience?
Let me.
Sadly, I've heard that a lot.
I am gonna play it like a little bit faster.
Where being fat isn't just frowned upon, you're openly shamed.
Like at
Owners will clearly say to you,
1.25
"Yeah, there's no
speed.
place for you."
In a country where appearance can feel like currency, the pressure to be thin is everywhere. On billboards, subway floors, and storefront windows. A constant reminder to change and be better, creating a standard so intense it's driving a surge in weight loss drugs, extreme dieting, and potentially something much worse.
Okay, so I have to get to 75 kilograms?
I'm here to find out
75
just how
kilograms.
it really is.
Welcome to South Korea, everybody. Before we get started with the day, I want to see what level of freak show the locals are going to see me as. So behind me, there's a fat test that are in all the parks in Korea. They really just said, let's.
They
verify
actually
myself
have
with it.
tests?
So whatever I get here is going to dictate how I feel about myself today,
Bro,
and probably how I
the
eat.
space
So according to
between
Google
these
Translate,
poles
this
are
first
like
one here, it says,
this
"You're an
much.
alien." ... I mean, I'd rather be called an alien than a fat ass. So I guess if I can't fit through this, I'm not considered human. That was very close. This next one is, you shouldn't be like this, which kind of sounds like a threat. Oh my God, I'm scraping it. We didn't pass that with flying colors. Level 3, you have a slim heart. Passive aggressive. Oh, I have a slim body. Okay, we're good there. Okay, so the next one is just chubby. So not as wordy as the other ones, but still just
Chubby.
circle. Chubby.
25 centimeters is considered chubby.
This is changing the breakfast plans very quickly. No, crazy to think that I'm considered chubby in Korea, because I like to think that I'm in pretty good shape. So after chubby, here we have average, which I would never be so grateful to be called mid in my entire life. I'd love to be average. And then we have thin, and then here says skinny, and it looks like they've removed actually one of the poles here, because maybe like it was probably too extreme. Like I don't even think a 90-day fast in a caved-in rib cage I could fit through that, because like thin, barely my quad goes through that. And the crazy thing about all of this is that this is literally in the middle.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I will pass chubby, to be honest with you, because I'm fit as fuck, you know what I'm saying? I got that physique, you know?
So I think this causes a lot of issues. Korea has a 0-calorie and 0-sugar obsession, and because of that, there's tons of different spots that cater towards that. So if I want to be able to fit through that tree,
0 calories, 0 sugar.
there's certain things that we have to do. So the first spot that we're checking out is the Zero store. So 0 calories.
But is that necessarily bad though?
Kind of place. This is pretty sick.
I feel like the 0 sugar isn't that bad as like the 0 calorie. I think I think you definitely need some calories in your life, right?
Sick packaging, like 0 cal, 0 sugar. They have 0-calorie peanut butter, which sounds like I'd rather have a nut allergy than taste that. Then a bunch of high protein foods here. This is sick. Wow. I've never seen a Coke Zero tall boy. Oh, I have to get that. That's so sick. I wonder if they have 0 cal.
Bro, Coke Z, I never seen that. Why don't we not have that in the United States? Every time there's a Coke Zero, it's like it's like an actual like regular like Coke bottle. I never seen like a long fat. I already seen like the long fat like regular Coke with a bunch of freaking sugar, right? But I never seen that in like Coke Zero in the
pizza. Just like
anywhere.
That has a tomato scent. 43-gram protein in that. That's a hefty boy. I swear, I think this must be what.
Hold up, I gotta. Alright, you can definitely hear me. Alright, can you hear the video? Cause I forgot to do my check.
There
Yeah,
were
you can
so
hear the
many
video.
different
Alright.
options of 0 calories.
I gotta
0
make sure
sugar
my
snacks to
recording be
choose from,
working, because
especially
sometimes
jelly,
OBS
which
like it
often
just
seen
one
as
thing does
Korean
not work.
Ozempic, providing you with something to fill your stomach with little to no calories at all.
All this unsupervised protein is pretty incredible. Koreans must be trustworthy. All right, so we got a few things from the Zero store. We got to start off with the 0-calorie ice cream. I don't like, what is this? Is this supposed to be like great white shark flavor? Like, it doesn't really tell me anything, and I can't really understand the back of it, but it's pretty in your face about being 0 calories, so you really can't forget it. All right, so visually, shark-like.
That does not look appetizing at all, bro.
Left in the freezer for like a month.
Ugh.
It smells actually fire though.
Does it taste fire? Because it doesn't look fire.
What? Not as offensive as I thought it was going to be. That's actually quite good. There's a lot of flavor going on. I thought it was going to be very neutral. It's very fruit punchy. Oh. When you bite it, it doesn't taste bad. It just doesn't taste like anything, really. Just the outside's very fruity. Inside's nice and like red like that.
Bro, it's just it doesn't look appealing, like because here in America, if there was like an ice cream, it's could be like the most colorful ice cream you ever seen, bro, right? But here it just looks dull, bro. But if it tastes good, bro, it tastes good. Fair play, and it's zero. I'm back. I'm back.
Very fruity. Inside's nice and like red like that. But if I was on a diet to keep my mouth out of trouble, very good. We're gonna be trying the infamous cutting jelly, as in the malnutrition maximizer, because there's literally, I mean, there's nothing in it, 0 calories. This is just really to fill volume in your stomach. Not bad. Have a couple of these, like 3 of them for breakfast, and you're good. Crazy to think right now, as we speak, I'm losing weight eating ice cream and jelly. There's no calories in it, but I'm burning calories talking to you. Think about that. We got a protein muffin with 200 calories, which practically at this point feels like a binge. I don't know if I should do it. I kind of feel bad. I want to fit through that tree. Nailed it. Just a chubby boy in Korea enjoying a muffin.
Running on just 200 calories for the day, I headed to another spot built entirely around low-calorie, zero-sugar options.
We're in a zero-sugar cafe right now, where the owner actually invented their own sweetener called Swello. Not to be confused with the Pokemon. But as you can see, they have protein overnight oats, no sugar added cream pudding. I got 2 spoons with my order, so I don't know if I'm being fat shamed right now, because to me, this looks like a meal for one. But maybe she thinks that I need to share it. Shy boy over here. But we got the overnight oats, we got a drink. I've given this place multiple opportunities to earn my trust. So it's sugar-free, low calorie, and gluten-free. So my mouth isn't exactly watering over here, but you never know. Let's try this overnight oats. Oh, it's
That looks
thick.
good though.
It's
That
right
looks
like that.
good.
I love when it's thick. If it doesn't fight back a little, I
Bro,
don't
but
love
it's crazy to see this, cause like here in America, is like completely opposite of this. The most calories, the
My
most
blood sugars are
sugar,
spiking, but my happiness
especially if you go to
levels
the cafe.
definitely are. So flavorful.
Like-
Swello needs to be
like a
FDA approved
Starbucks
ASAP.
drink, bro.
How many calories?
Has so much calories and sugar in it, bro. It's insane.
Wow. Now we have this.
And our
coffee drink
large
with a
size are like
sugar-free
this.
foam on the top. It's a butter pecan flavor. Scrumptious. So far, we have been given every opportunity to be skinny and no opportunity to blame the food.
After eating, I met up with Korean-American content creator Daniel Oh, who uses psychology, philosophy, and his cross-cultural perspectives to help women build self-love.
So am I considered kind of like chubby in Korea?
Not chubby, you would just be considered like a buff dude. If you look at the vast majority of like idols, for example, they're really skinny. I even have a friend who was an idol trainee, but he started working out and he wasn't even like bodybuilder big, like he was probably around my size, and they were like, you can't be an idol anymore because you're too big.
Wow.
So they actually dropped him from the training program because they were like, you're gonna
This
be
is too
compared to
big.
everybody else on stage.
What
This
the
is too
ideal
big.
male and female physique?
What?
I think for men, it's the same anywhere in the world. You gotta be tall, right? So if you're 180 and above, that's like, you're considered handsome because you got that going for you. Yeah, so Will definitely would be considered a handsome guy in Korea. But actually, I could use just Will as an example of like why you would be considered a handsome guy by Korean standards.
Okay.
Yeah, so you also have what's considered like a small face.
Okay.
So in Korean society, when people say you're beautiful, you're handsome for men or women, one of the things they'll comment on is like, wow, you have such a small face. Basically what it means is like, if you look at the proportion of your face to the rest of your body, like it looks smaller, right? And so that's what people mean by having a small face. It has a lot to do with proportions.
Okay.
And of course you have like a very defined jawline. So I think in that regard, it's not too different from what the standard would be for men anywhere you go in the world, right? And then for women, this is like super stringent standards. There's like a specific angle of like your forehead to your nose.
Nah.
And then an angle of
Yo,
like,
y'all be saying clavicular be insane when it comes to looks. Nah, check out the Koreans, bro. They have a whole like diagram and shit. Like,
your
damn.
nose to this part of your face right here. And so like those
I can't even
angles
tell
are
the
all,
difference
like,
between these
measured
two.
according to like what's called the golden ratio or the Fibonacci sequence. If you are, I think, over 60, I would say like 4 kilograms, you're considered like chubby for a,
64 kilograms.
yeah, for a Korean woman.
Regardless of height.
Yeah, regardless of the height too. Yeah, it's tough because nowadays Korean women, like they are
What?
also conscious of like their breast size, but because like naturally Korean women just don't have a lot of like subcutaneous fat, it's hard to get that naturally. So one of the most common procedures that women will get is like breast implants, right? And it's like, again, sometimes you can kind of tell because it's like you have a very skinny woman, but her like breasts are large, and it's kind of like, well, how do you?
It just
that's
looks
kind of,
weird, bro.
I would say
The-
the most.
Those type of implants, bro, it looks weird. It looks off, bro. You can easily tell it's an implant, bro. Like I seen it sometimes in like Japanese, you know. I'm about to expose myself, but Java, yeah, if the videos that be, you know, them adult videos, I be seeing that sometimes they be having a huge, and their frame everywhere else is skinny. It's like you can tell that shit's an implant.
Toxic
It just looks
aspect of
weird.
the beauty standard that Korea is known for.
As soon as we started walking, we were flooded with more zero-calorie stores on every corner, plastic surgery ads everywhere, and impossible beauty standards at every turn.
These are the kinds of signs that you see in front of every single gym. Like, talk about a transformation. Like, I don't think I've ever related so hard to a before side of a transformation in my life. Like when I see this, I don't see motivation or inspiration, I just see pressure. So these ads on the wall, this is not possible to be attained naturally.
You can get it naturally, but there are some markers that show that it is plastic surgery. So for example, this like angle from forehead to nose bridge is kind of what I was talking about earlier of like that ideal angle that like women want. And then this like pointed nose and this angle from like here to here, again, more often than not, you actually need an implant to get that pointy nose because it's very rare to see that like just naturally through genetics.
And then the husky blue eyes.
Yeah, so the lenses, now it's to the point where like a lot of women will feel self-conscious going out and not wearing lenses because it's just become so, you know, commonplace.
So would you say anime has a big impact on the style and how people look?
I think it has a lot more to do with Korea is such a trend-driven country. So if they see like, oh, you know, this influencer that I follow on social media.
I think it's more like K-pop and like idols
yeah, and then like
that
trends
be
just move
causing
so fast.
more
So
of
a lot
that,
buy a
you
bunch of
know,
these markets,
trend.
and the clothing.
Because I don't
is
think
so
anime is that
small, it's
popular in
insane.
Korea
On
like
this
it
tag
is
over
in
here,
Japan
it
and
says F, which stands
everywhere
for
else in the
free.
world.
So free size
I could
is
be wrong,
basically the
though.
idea that like it's like stretchable. So if you're a Korean person, you should be able to
It's
fit.
like one size fits all.
Yeah, but as you can see here, it's not a very friendly size for a lot of foreigners, right?
I feel like I'm at a pet store shopping for my dog.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I feel like in the States I'd see this at like the children's place.
Yeah.
You know, but like
I think that if I went into a store and asked for my size, they would just hand me a salad or something. Like that is
You're not telling me this is for women. These look like kids' clothes, bro. There's no way. Like I just noticed this.
great. I don't even think my quad could fit in that.
yeah, I think that's actually you're right. Yeah, that's like the size of one of your quads.
That's literally my quad. I have a mini schnauzer at home. This would fit him, I think.
But we wanted to see if the men's clothes had more realistic sizes.
So I kind of want Will to try this one because it says here OF, which stands for overfit, and it's the idea that like it's a baggier fit. So
Yeah, I don't know, man. I literally cannot fit my head through it.
there is a button if you want to unbutton that thing there and see if you could pull it through.
There we go. Oh. I mean, I can get it on.
Like if a Korean dude was wearing it, it's supposed to be very loose, but now you just look like a private school.
Yeah, look,
private
school boy.
That's supposed to be like a baggier fit, I believe, but you make it look like a regular fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only have to fly halfway across the world for my calves to feel above average. But the fact that this is oversized, I kind of feel fat.
Dieting alone can't always get you the body that you want, which is why Korea is packed with beauty clinics promising to speed up the process.
Hi, we just want to see like if you have like a menu of different like fat loss options. Lipolysis injection. So these are kind of like the fat melting injections that I talked about.
Okay.
So they got like stuff for double chin over here, contouring for the face, and it's 99,001 for a session. So that would be like around right now with the exchange rate, maybe
$90?
no, not even like
even?
maybe like $70. So
Oh.
this is like specifically targeting arms, thighs, abdomen.
$70.
Very popular.
I'm about
It's, like,
that. If they said
it's
like
hard to
100, like
actually
70,
do the
100,
work of, like, eating
like 700,
properly,
I'm
moving
like,
properly,
what?
right? But it's like, why do all that when you can just melt it off?
Yeah, and the
Shot,
proportions that are really like people want to see are literally
Wait, these
impossible.
are
I see the
ejections. These are ejections they put, or it's like a massage thing.
That's right, because you can't target fat loss through natural means, right?
You guys want to see the ampoules, right? This is the violet injection.
Oh no, these are
Famous
injections,
fat
bro.
melting injection in the blood. It actually kills the fat tissue.
Are the people, some of the people coming in pretty young asking for this stuff?
Yeah, sometimes, but usually for fertility.
Did you ever have any like thinner people come in requesting stuff like this?
Sometimes. But I try to tell him to do another thing, like more smooth way. This is kind of aggressive way to reduce fat.
So what do you think of Korea's body image culture?
100%. Actually, I like it because I get money from those kind of culture. But I don't think that they.
At least he's honest about it.
Because cultures from the America or the Europe, they are really damaging their health. Ideal culture must be between the European style and Asian style.
What's your opinions on Korean beauty standards?
Yeah, so I'm French, and I feel it's much more standardized in Korea. So yeah.
Yeah. When you moved here, did you look a lot different than you do now?
So when I moved here, I was overweight basically. There was kind of a pressure myself to fit in. Like in France or in Europe, you will never have, how to say, kind of negative remarks. But in Korea,
No, you know, I'm gonna say this. I read manhwa. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the most recent one I'm reading right now is Lookism, right? Bro, in the manhwa, bro, there's this whole thing about beauty standards, right? And like the main character, he's fat, but then he discovers he has like two bodies. One where he's like the most ideal type for people in Korea, and then obviously his actual regular body is like not because he's fat. You know what I'm saying? And he gets bullied because he's fat and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And the whole lookism, not the whole thing in general, but there is parts where like they do mention a lot of Korean beauty centers. And I'm gonna be honest, I thought it was just like a manhwa thing, but now looking at this, I'm like, damn, this is actually like real life. Like fat, you know, is really bad over there, bro. And even then, they have an unrealistic standard of what fat it is.
like I that's why you're fat. I think
Also, they're a lot more like forward here.
yeah, exactly. Which, to be honest, is not that bad. Once I've lost weight, it's like much more direct. Also on the other way.
If I did gain a little bit, people would make a comment straight away and say like, oh, you gained some weight, and the whole reason to make that comment is like, I noticed you, or like I care about you. And so you're supposed to feel good. Like you're supposed to be like, oh, she noticed and like she really cares about me and she thinks I should lose weight for my health.
Are Koreans a lot more direct with how you look? Because I feel like in North America, if someone gained weight, you wouldn't really say it, but maybe you just like think it. So here they actually would just tell you straight to your face.
Straight to your face. Even like when I meet up with my friends and I haven't seen them in a while, if like my skin is looking worse, they'll be like, oh,
They'll tell you.
yeah, you just got some, looks like you got some trouble on your face. If I look a little bit bigger, like first thing they'll be like, oh my God, your face looks a little bigger than the last time I saw you. It's like, wow. Wait, or like vice versa, you look like you lost weight.
Do you like how forward people are in Korea, or what do you think about that?
솔직히 말하자면 조금 처음 보는 사이에서도 약간 무리하게 이쁘다 아니면 뭐 코가 만약에 크면은 뭐 코가 크다는 이런 식으로 중심적으로 외모에 대해서는 말하는 게 있어서 그게 좀 저는 좀 무례한 것 같다고 생각하고.
Could you ask her to tell me like the first thing she thinks about when she sees me, and to not worry, I won't get offended?
솔직히 말씀해 주시면 감사하겠습니다.
처음에는 일단 키가 큰 게 눈에 띄었고요.
혹시 전체적인 체중에 대해서 그런 거는 눈에 띄는 건 없었어요?
체중? 네. 그런 건 눈에 띄었던 것 같아요. 몸이 좋은.
If we were longtime friends and you saw me for the first time, like what would you have to say to me?
There's a golden proportion of your face I learned recently. It's like 1, 1, and 0.8. So maybe your like bottom is a bit long, like this part.
My bottom's a bit long. That's it.
And like you could get some facial for your skin.
Is it hard being a girl in Korea?
I think so. There's many things that girls need to do to upkeep their appearances.
시선 같은 게 좀 여자들이 좀 행동하면은 뒤에서 말 나오는 것도 있고 몇 번 들리는 말도 있으니까 그런 것 때문에 더 신경이 쓰이는 것 같아요.
We've been walking around looking for interviews, but we were getting no luck with girls because they're all just like, they don't have makeup on, their hair's not done, their outfit's not good. So most of them are rejecting us right now. It's like they want to do it, but they just don't feel confident enough to be on camera.
It's crazy, bro.
Actually, the person we just
It is completely opposite of America, bro. Because if you do street interviews in America, bro, there will be these entitled girls that just pull up, talk, and be like, "Why you filming? Why you doing this?" You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, this type of girls, bro. They be all over, hey, bro. It's just, it's funny, bro. Because in America, it's like the complete opposite. There's so many self-entitled people who think they're all that and importance, whatever, bro. It's like, bro, come on now.
have makeup on and she still
You're
didn't
doing
want to
the
do it
most.
because she wasn't confident.
She needs more makeup on. So you've been asking girls to do interviews, and a lot of them are just like, oh, I have no makeup on, I can't. Like, is that very just common?
Oh yeah, if
Okay.
you like leave the house without makeup on, then
You're
see
way
your
too
cat
ugly to
when
be
you
doing
lost
this,
a couple
bro.
days.
That's how I
Looking for,
remember
like,
that
a
clip
girlfriend. Like, what kind
of
of
the bald dude
traits
in the
does she have?
interview, and then the girl just
내적으로
comes up
봤을
to him and says that,
저는
bro.
약간 좀 눈이 크고 좀 예쁜 헤어스타일이 있는 사람을 좀 좋아하는 것 같아요. 그리고 약간 내적으로 봤을 때는 뭔가 자기 일에 집중하고 뭐랄까 자기 본인의 일을 할 때 좀 행복해하는 사람을 좀 바라는 것 같아요.
What's the main reason, in your opinion, as to why a lot of people in Korea are so skinny?
근데 그게 조금 사람들이 보기에 건강해 보일 수도 있다고 생각을 하고 또 뚱뚱하면 좀 건강하지 않다는 생각을 가지고 있는 것도 같기도 해요. 또 이게 사람들 생각으로는 이 신체 그러니까 이 체중을 빼는 것은 좀 자기 노력으로 되는 부분이라고 생각을 하기 때문에 좀 스키니한 몸매를 좀 더 이상적으로 보지 않나 이렇게 생각해요.
How do you think Korean people look at fat people on the street?
Mostly that they don't care about themselves and they don't care about their family too, because a lot of the family members usually, as I mentioned, if you gain a bit of weight, would say something. So
Okay.
it's kind of like you didn't care about what your family said, or your family are not pointing out that you're unhealthy.
Would you associate skinny with being healthy?
To a certain point, I think it can contribute to like better health because I think having more weight on you can really hurt your knees a lot and your joints. That's one of my problem that my parents have. So I think that kind of weight really, if they didn't have it, I think they'd be feeling a lot better and they'd be a lot healthier for sure.
So would you rather be skinny or healthy?
I think be healthy. I mean, I think some of them kind of overlap in some sense.
Yeah.
But I think being healthy is more important, and just living like a long and happy life is more important.
Do you think an overweight foreigner coming to visit Korea would have a negative experience?
Sadly, I've heard that a lot. Shopping is difficult too, and when you go shopping, the shop owners will clearly say to you like, "Oh, yeah, there's no clothes for you." Like the reaction is very obvious, and I think
Damn.
they feel a bit left out sometimes.
Are there any extremes that people do
Damn.
to like look a certain way here?
I mean, I think the most extreme one, the most obvious one is like plastic surgery. But I know there's like, especially with women, they go on like really crazy diets. Back like 10 years ago, there's this one K-pop idol called IU.
Bro, I don't know why, but this video is just
One of the guys
making
in the
South Korea
interviews
look
is, like,
so
all she ate was,
depressing,
like,
bro.
one sweet potato, like, one
So
apple,
depressing.
like, ice cubes or something. So she'd have like 200, 300 calories for the day, and that, like she lost like 10, 15 kilos in like 2 weeks or a month. Or something.
And then a lot of people follow that, right?
Yeah, exactly. A lot
Yeah.
of women tend to follow that kind of thing. So yeah, it's definitely very severe.
K-pop starvation diets don't just stay in the industry. They reshape how people everywhere see food and body image. When extreme restriction is framed as discipline and constant hunger starts to feel like progress instead of a warning sign, that mindset spreads fast. with people normalizing undereating and fearing calories just to chase an unrealistic look, like calling 130 calories a meal or using formulas like height minus 120 as a body weight goal. So I spoke with a
130
K-pop singer who
calories
had to
a
stay
meal,
anonymous to avoid
bro.
backlash, but what that
How are you
pressure
even
actually feels
surviving
like
off that?
behind
Like,
the
how do you even
scenes.
have
Do
the
you think there's a
energy
lot
to
of
get out of
pressure
bed?
on you to be skinny?
Yes, for my fans.
Is that good?
I don't think so, but they need, my fans need like that.
Korea ranks very high on rates.
Yeah.
Why do you think that would be?
Idol culture.
Idol culture.
Yes, they need skinny shape and pretty face.
So this rates being so high, you think are related to the K-pop culture?
Yeah, I think so.
So the girl back in the cafe said that she needs to be skinny for her fans. Does that make sense to you?
Oh yeah, 100%. I would imagine that like a lot of her success is going to depend on her followers and fans hyping her up, sharing her music, and just continuing to engage with her content. But if she were to gain weight, then they're just going to like lose all interest in her because
Regardless of talent?
Oh yeah, regardless of talent, because it's just kind of like no matter how talented you are, it's not like I couldn't find 15 other people who are equally as talented as you. So if you want to make it, you have to be talented and you got to be beautiful and you got to be a great dancer, rapper. Like that's the industry.
So we found a place for lunch called
Dancer,
Preppers,
rapper.
which it kind of sounds like contest prep, like you're prepping for something. And then the funny thing is, it says Preppers diet food, not healthy food, because I feel like healthy food wouldn't be as much of a draw to go in. Like diet just sounds like more like weight loss, right?
Yeah, I think you nailed it on the head. That would be my guess too. And yeah, I think it is for like weightlifters, and I see more and more popping up all over the place.
So a bunch of pasta bowls, rice bowls. You recommend the double bowl?
Yes, for me, only the double bowl gives me enough protein. Combo comes with a drink. For example, amino drink over here.
Oh, you
I
get
think-
amino
yeah,
drinks.
that's one of their things that they're known for. I have yet to try it, but I heard it's pretty good. So, and then they got like protein milkshakes and stuff.
Protein coffee milkshake, that sounds amazing. Like places like this in North America, like don't show up. And I feel like that's because there's like, they don't think there'd be enough traction.
Right, right.
So I feel like there's obviously a lot of traction and like demand for
But even now, bro, the reason there are places like that in America, like these healthy restaurants, but the thing is, they be overpriced. Like they expect people to actually come in there when they be charging the most, bro, the most for like the smallest quantity or whatever. That's why they're not that popular, bro, because they be. I don't know why in their mind they just think it's like that millennial meme, bro. This is legit that millennial meme. They be overcharging for the simplest things, bro.
Yeah. Like for me, when I first came to
Not the
Korea,
simplest
they didn't
things, but
have
like the
shops this.
smallest
So I missed,
portions,
like,
bro,
Chipotle or,
and the
like,
most
Kava.
mid
They
thing
give good
too.
macros for those, even though they have like high sodium. But you know, now they got stuff like this.
It's not every day you see a fountain drink station where it's only the zero
Sprite,
sugar stuff. I feel
Sprite.
like Coke Zero is water here. And I respect that. Cheers, man.
Cheers.
When a place has Sprite Zero, you just know it's gonna slap because this is a rarity. Like this is a rare
Really?
find. Most places have Coke Zero. Sprite Zero, you don't know how lucky you got it, man.
Wow, it's everywhere here in Korea, so I just assumed that it was.
Wow. And also the fact that this place is 24 hours is insane.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I love that. Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to get the pasta bowl.
That does
but I
look
feel
good,
like if I
though.
ordered that, I would have got bullied or something. It seems like a trap. Like who gets the pasta in Korea? All right, here we go.
You want to make sure you mix it all up nice. Ooh, that's a big boy bite.
So good.
Good.
Nice. I like that it's a reflective plate. You know, so you get to the bottom of the plate, you can see your skinnier reflection when you're done. What would you say is like a big factor in Korea's low obesity rate? Would you say it's all lifestyle, or is there any like genetic components to that?
So I think one of the things that people don't know is that in addition to the social pressure that there is to stay thin and stay healthy, East Asians have a way lower subcutaneous fat cell count than our Western counterparts. And this is quite common in Korea, where you'll see like those skinny fat body types, right? Well, you'll see men or women that don't look that fat, but they have really high visceral fat levels just because there's not a lot of subcutaneous fat that can hold it. So they won't look as big, but they'll still have heart issues, diabetes, prediabetes, insulin resistance, like all across the board. So it doesn't take that much size for a Korean person to be equally as unhealthy as like, you know, a European-based or, yeah.
Okay. How many calories would you say this bowl is?
If I had to guess, I would put it around 600?
Okay, I was gonna be like around 700. Have you heard of macro factor?
I haven't.
It's the quickest and easiest way to track your calories.
Okay.
And if you don't have a place that has
Yo, what a way to sneak in and add to this video. What a sneaky.
calories on this like, in your bowl, take a photo, and it gets pretty close.
That'd be awesome.
So, boom, uploading. So it even says the rice steak, scallions, sesame seeds. Right, so 775 calories in that plate. Yeah, it's pretty accurate. So I mean, it tells you all the macros, and you just log it to your.
Dude, that's nuts.
Yeah.
There's also a new feature where you can upload a recipe including ingredients, instructions, and servings, all with just a snap of a picture.
So if you guys want to try the Macro Factor app, make sure to use code WILL for 2 weeks free. We are now in Cheongno, which is known as the obesity drug mecca of the world. And literally every single building is a pharmacy just selling fat loss drugs. It's actually pretty insane. So there's a pharmacy right here, and then there's a pharmacy right here, and then literally like 5 more feet, there's another pharmacy right here.
I've never seen how much pharmacies in my life all
And then
together.
across the street, there's more pharmacies over there. which is like, I don't know why you need this many pharmacies. I guess the demand is super, super high. So we are gonna see how easy it is for me to go to a clinic, get a prescription, and get some Wegovy. Let's see. Is this it here?
Here.
Oh shit.
Wow.
It might be busy.
Yes.
Damn.
네, 이
There's all
외국인
women in
친구인데요.
there.
그 마운자로나 위고비 처방을 받고 싶어서. What's the name that you use in Korean?
Will.
Will.
I just walked in, said my name, gave my ID, and it's good.
Do you have a preference of Wegovy or Mounjaro?
What does he recommend?
어떤 걸 추천해 주실 수 있을까요? He said then you would have to get a consultation with the doctor.
So I have to see him here right now?
Right now.
Is it long wait?
I don't think it's gonna take that long.
Okay, we're in the waiting room right now for the weight loss drugs. Everyone in here is also getting the same thing.
How many people are
just
there?
coming in, asking for it, and they're like, yeah, just take a seat, meet with the doctor, and you're good. So we're gonna have a prescription in like 15 minutes, which is crazy here. Here we go.
Is it your first time doing the week?
Yes, first time.
How about your height?
6 foot.
How about your
Around, oh, 90. 90, yeah.
What is your wanted normal body weight?
I just want to get shredded.
After I gave the doctor my height, weight, and goal, he implemented my stats into a BMI chart and called me obese.
In this presentation,
Obese.
we will have some obesity.
Oh my god. Oh my god. They call him obese. Wait, what height? Wait, what weight did they say he has to be, bro? Because he's 5'11". He's 5'11". He's not 6 feet. I don't know why he said 6 feet, but he's 5'11". Usually, I think the normal weight for 5'11" in America, I think is 180 or 190. I think. I could be wrong.
BMI index is 24.47.
And he kept adding lower weights until it put me in the normal category.
If you have some weight loss about 15 kilogram, you will enter to the normal body weight.
And I'll be healthier? Okay, perfect.
The doctor is telling me I have to lose 15 kilograms or 33 pounds without any sort of background knowledge of my medical history or even my body composition, as fat and muscle ratios greatly impact your BMI score, and these lax measures are causing serious harm. And just like that, within a matter of minutes, I got a prescription, adding to Korea's major drug misuse problem.
Oh, she's asking if you want to get the injection here right now.
No, I'll do it later. Yeah. All right, so this is pretty insane. We got it super easily within like 10 minutes.
How much was it?
And there it is. So the doctor said I need to get to 75 kilograms, which now that I'm thinking about it, that's below my bodybuilding contest weight. So I think I would actually die.
Yeah, you'd be like 168 pounds.
Yeah.
Some shit. That's how much I weigh, and I'm 5'8". Yeah.
Yeah, so they don't look at like your body fat percentage. They just go like, okay, height, weight, you're obese. And then there's no other discussion about like, do you work out consistently? There's, here you go, $150.
Yeah, I don't think he even asked
150
about your
bucks?
overall health. No. Yeah. There was like no diagnosis. He was just like, oh, you want the drug? Like, okay, here's how to use it. You know, here's some side effects to expect. And I think they even offered to give you your first injection like right now.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna do that. No, I just got it for a problem. I'm not gonna use it.
It's clear Korea is facing a serious issue that can't be ignored. The relentless pressure to look a certain way, combined with a deeply ingrained culture of body shaming, is quietly taking a toll on people's lives. Over time, it doesn't just affect how you see your
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, that park thing where they had like the space, bro, and then it says if you're fat or whatever, bro, it's that alone is insane. They have like a thing where you can measure if you're fat or not, but then the words they had on top of it, like they were the same, like they were saying for each different like level is
self. It
it's
consumes your
crazy.
thoughts entirely, and eventually, you give in.
Bro, I don't even know, bro, if that is even like FDA relegated. FDA relegated. I mean, the FDA is worldwide, right? No, or is it just America? I don't even know. Hey, but that was what was the title of the video? Investigating the countries where it's illegal to be fat. I'm not gonna lie, it just made Korea look so depressing than I thought it was. But you know, it is a good insight, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, but to me, all that is insane, especially the amount of like 0-calorie things they have. It's insane, bro. Hey, but let me know what you want me to react to next, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.